Want to learn an hour of fun facts? Then subscribe as we begin part 39 of this wonderful marathon of fun facts. Let's get started. Lalit Patidar, a young Indian man, holds the Guinness World Record for having the hairiest face in the world. With an incredible density of 20,172 hairs per square centimeter, his facial hair covers more than 95% of his face, giving him a unique appearance. His condition, known as hypertrichosis, is extremely rare and has made him a worldwide sensation. Uka, the incredible paragliding dog, challenges the heights by flying alongside his owner, French filmmaker Shams. This brave Samoyed learned to take off by getting between his legs and running with him. With patience and treats, Shams taught him to feel comfortable around the paraglider. Now, the two live as adventurous nomads, soaring through the skies in a unique friendship. Have you ever imagined seeing the northern lights from space? Astronauts on the International Space Station have captured stunning images of this phenomenon from above. From there, the auroras appear as rivers of green and purple light dancing across the Earth. The Hotel Paradiso art in Ibiza offers a unique experience with its completely transparent glass room. Located in the lobby, this complimentary suite allows guests to sleep in plain view, sacrificing privacy for a complete connection with their surroundings. It's a bold proposal, perfect for the most extroverted and adventurous. Would you dare to try it? A young man achieved an unexpected world record by playing rock, paper, scissors at the greatest distance of kilometers. His opponent, a friend, was in the middle of a graduation ceremony, proving that everything was carefully planned. Despite the distance, the move was perfect, securing his place in the game's history. In an iconic Sony commercial, miles of rubber balls bounced through the streets of San Francisco, creating a breathtaking scene. Although many thought it was a digital effect, they actually launched 250,000 balls down a hill for real. The filming was spectacular, but the production team had to collect each one afterward. In Japan, sumo wrestlers have a unique way of signing autographs, by stamping their handprint. This tradition, known as tata, has been passed down through generations. Fans can take home a large brand as a souvenir of meeting their idols. Famous wrestler Takayasu Akira has made his unique signature style go viral, adding a special touch to sumo culture. Meet UNI-3G1, an amazing robot that can perform kung fu moves with astonishing precision. In a recent test, this robot defeated a human opponent, demonstrating mind-blowing martial arts skills. With ultra-fast reflexes and AI-driven decisions, Unitree's G1 is displaying a level of dexterity that seems straight out of the future. Pearlfish have a rather curious way of protecting themselves. They hide inside other animals, such as sea cucumbers. Although this may be uncomfortable for their host, the fish find refuge in these invertebrates. In one curious case, a pearlfish even crawled into the anus of a sea cucumber, seeking safety in a rather unusual space. Since the late 20th century, strange Garfield-shaped phones have appeared on beaches in western France. More than 200 of these curious devices had been collected by 2018. The story began in the 1980s, when a container containing these phones arrived in a remote area, and after 3 decades was found in ruins. The tank, at the Golden Nugget Hotel and Casino's water park in Las Vegas, has a unique slide with a transparent section that runs through a huge fish tank. Unlike other slides, here you can see and enjoy the fish around you without the water splashing too much. Resort guests have free access, but daily visitors must purchase a wristband that costs between $25 and $35, which is a steep price for the size of the pool. In Nejapa, El Salvador, a spectacular festival called the Battle of the Fireballs is celebrated every August 24th in honor of St. Bartholomew. Participants throw rags soaked in petroleum and lit, creating an impressive fire spectacle in the darkness of the night. This unique tradition blends adrenaline and religious devotion, making it an unforgettable event. Hidden Beach, located in the Marianas Islands, Mexico, is a hidden paradise only accessible through an underwater tunnel. This spectacular place was formed after a military explosion created a crater connected to the sea, resulting in a secluded and uniquely beautiful beach. Famous for being one of the most photogenic beaches in Mexico, it is ideal for diving and snorkeling, offering crystal-clear waters and an unparalleled natural setting. In 2010, a world record was broken when the largest working violin was created by 15 artisans in Germany. Measuring an impressive 14 feet long and 4 feet 9 inches wide, the violin weighs over 220 pounds and required over 1,000 hours of work. To commemorate this achievement, a video was recorded in which the makers played a special piece titled Giant Violin Rhapsody. The chevrotain, also known as the mouse deer, looks like something out of a fantasy tale. Standing just 12 inches tall and weighing about 9 pounds, it is the smallest ungulate mammal in the world. Its appearance blends the delicacy of a deer with the size of a rodent. It lives in the forests of Asia and Africa, moving stealthily among the vegetation. The world's heaviest dumbbells weigh 330 pounds each and are exceptional pieces used primarily by bodybuilders and elite athletes to demonstrate extreme strength. These dumbbells are often custom-made, making it difficult to find a standard price on the market. The production and procurement costs of these pieces can be considerably high due to the high-quality materials and precision of their workmanship. Jean Calment, the oldest person on record, lived to 122 years and 164 days, a record that still stands. Born in 1875 in France, her longevity has been the subject of numerous studies. An expert Jean-Marie Robin suggests that her case is largely a rare phenomenon. However, his healthy lifestyle, moderate exposure to tobacco, and active social life contributed to his surprising longevity. The World Snail Championships, a unique and entertaining event, are held in Congham, England. Participants choose and decorate their snails, which then compete on a specially designed track. The race is filled with enthusiasm as the owners cheer on their slow runners, creating a unique spectacle that attracts curious onlookers from around the world. Xiao Ziyan, a 5-year-old prodigy, is already China's youngest licensed driver. From Tianjin, he has amazed the world competing in racing simulators, where he ranks 27th among more than 10,000 global players. His driving skills are impressive, demonstrating reflexes and precision worthy of a professional. McDonald's launched an innovative advertising campaign in the Netherlands called Smells Like McDonald's, which released the aroma of its French fries from special posters. These red and yellow posters had no printed advertising, but contained packets of French fries inside holes. A ventilation system distributed the irresistible aroma to the outside, creating a unique sensory experience. Rafael Castillo, a deceased skateboarder, received a unique tribute from his friends, a grave transformed into a skate ramp. This idea, designed by him, combines his passion for skateboarding and his legacy, allowing his friends to continue skating on his grave. A group of skateboarders built this special headstone as a poignant way to keep his memory alive in the community. Dick Terms is the creator of the mesmerizing panoramic spherical paintings known as Termospheres. Inspired by hot springs, each Terms work offers a three-dimensional exploration of a confined space, creating a sense of continuous movement. These 3D spheres have captured international attention and continue to be created in their studio near Spearfish, where visitors can admire them. In Groningen, the Netherlands, stands Excalibur, the world's tallest climbing wall, reaching an impressive 121 feet in height. This wall, located at the Beux Climbing Center, features a curved shape that includes a 36-foot artificial overhang. Its diverse angles and challenges make it a unique experience for climbers. The thresher shark has a tail as long as its body, which it uses like a whip for hunting. With a precise movement, it stuns fish and even birds at the surface. It can reach speeds of nearly 31 miles per hour, turning its tail into a lethal weapon. This hunting technique makes it unique among sharks. Until 2011, a peculiar contest was held at Six Flags in the United States, in which participants had to eat cockroaches. The winner was the one who managed to eat the most in a period of 5 minutes. However, this unusual event came to an end after the tragic death of a contestant, which led to the competition's permanent cancellation. Milhouse, the Simpsons character, originated as part of a candy commercial before becoming one of the series' most recognizable characters. He wasn't originally intended to be a main cast member. His name comes from Richard Nixon's middle name, Milhouse, which Matt Groening chose because he considered it the most unfortunate for a boy. A curious detail about the creation of this unforgettable character. Silent Hill was inspired by Centralia, a ghost town in Pennsylvania, which in 2010 had only 10 inhabitants. The depopulation began due to the poor conditions of the subsoil, the result of a coal fire that started in 1962 and is estimated to continue for 2 centuries. Today, the 5 remaining residents of Centralia maintain that the fire poses no danger and accuse the authorities of plotting to sell the land. In France, there is a fascinating museum dedicated to art created with human hair, the Musée du Cheveu. With over 2,000 pieces, the collection includes everything from jewelry and hats to sculptures and paintings. Each work exemplifies the creativity and skill of artists who use this unconventional material. This museum offers a unique look at a type of art that few know about, but that is striking in its detail and beauty. The flying couscous, a marsupial native to the jungles of Indonesia and Southeast Asia, is known for its ability to glide through trees. It has a membrane that stretches between its legs, allowing it to glide gracefully from one tree to another. This surprising means of transportation has made it famous, earning it the nickname Flying Couscous. The Ganges gharial is a crocodile with a snout so thin it seems made for surgical precision when catching fish. Males have a bump on the tip of their snout called a gara, which they use to make bubbling sounds and attract mates. This species, which lives in rivers in India and Nepal, is a living fossil with roots dating back millions of years. Crocs and Haribo teamed up to create shoes that are as sweet as they are eye-catching, inspired by the iconic candy. Fashion and fun in every step. The world's narrowest Jeep Wrangler is a peculiar creation built in Morocco, whose width has been reduced to almost half of the original. This unique design has eliminated the characteristic Jeep grille, giving the front a different look. Chinese artist Siyu surprised the world with a completely unusual idea, making miniature shoes for a dead ant. Using the charcoal from a pencil, he created 3 tiny pairs, achieving an impressive level of detail in his work. Thumbelina holds the title of the world's smallest living horse, standing just 17.5 inches tall. Her owners, Kay and Paul Gosling, live with her at Goose Creek Farm in Missouri, USA. Despite being a horse, her size is comparable to that of a large dog, weighing just 57 pounds. Moritz Simon Geist designed a robotic drum kit that uses popping popcorn to generate unique rhythms. Each pop triggers sensors that convert the sound into MIDI signals. These signals control a robotic system that plays the music in real time. The Messner Summit Museum in Italy pays tribute to extreme mountaineering with stunning architecture. Located 7,464 feet above sea level, it is partially integrated into the mountain. It is accessible by cable car and offers spectacular views of the Alps. Its creator, Reinhold Messner, was the first to climb 14 peaks over 26,247 feet without supplemental oxygen. Chang'aa, a traditional alcoholic beverage in Kenya, is produced primarily from corn or sorghum. However, it is often adulterated with toxic substances such as jet fuel or battery acid, making it a serious health hazard. Despite government efforts to regulate it, clandestine production remains common. This dangerous cocktail is a reflection of the fight against illegality in some regions of the country. Cristiano Ronaldo donned a beggar costume to surprise a child, using only a wig and mustache to go unnoticed. During his performance, he began performing tricks with a ball, surprising passers-by who didn't recognize him. However, when he took off the costume, the crowd soon realized who he was. A line of guards quickly formed to prevent fans from approaching the famous footballer. The Red Force, in Ferrari land, holds the title of the fastest roller coaster on the planet. Inspired by a Formula One Ferrari, it launches riders from 0 to 112 miles per hour in just 5 seconds. In addition to its dizzying speed, it soars to 367 feet, making it one of the tallest in the world. It's undoubtedly an experience that will quicken your pulse and leave you breathless. The Norwegian Lundehund is a unique breed with 6 toes, the result of a genetic mutation known as polydactyly. This extra toe, which is usually an extra big toe, gives it superior grip on rocks. Breeders maintained this peculiarity because it helped them hunt puffins on the steep cliffs of their natural habitat. The Atlantic Museum, in Lanzarote, is the only underwater museum in Europe. It opened on March 2, 2016, off the coast of Las Coloradas, 49 feet below sea level. This unusual diver's paradise houses more than 300 sculptures made from casts of real people, creating an environment steeped in history and activism. The submerged figures are not only art, but also a reflection of the interaction between humans and nature. The Dolce Hanoi, Golden Lake in Vietnam, is a masterpiece of luxury, the world's first hotel completely covered in gold. From its walls to its pool, to its toilets, everything is covered in 24-karat gold. This extreme level of opulence not only attracts wealthy tourists, but also fascinates lovers of design and luxury. The island of Bikini Atoll in the Pacific was the site of nuclear tests conducted by the United States in the 1940s and 1950s. Despite the radioactivity, marine life has begun to return, and the coral reefs, although damaged, remain home to a surprising variety of species. Neil Patrick Harris, in addition to his success as an actor, is a talented magician. Since childhood, he has been fascinated by magic, making it one of his greatest passions. Throughout his career, he has performed in numerous magic shows, most notably with his own show in Las Vegas. The Watermelon Museum in Beijing is a unique place to explore all the facets of this delicious fruit. With exhibits on its different varieties, history, and cultivation methods, visitors can learn about the unique characteristics of watermelons from various regions. It also has a special section dedicated to the evolution of watermelon cultivation. In Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, stands the world's largest floating Christmas tree, an impressive structure that shines over the Rodrigo de Freitas Lagoon. Standing over 279 feet tall and adorned with millions of lights, this tree becomes a magical attraction during the holiday season. It's a spectacle that draws thousands of tourists each year, illuminating the sky and water with its dazzling glow. In Costa Rica, the Rio Celeste, located in the Tenorio Volcano National Park, stands out for its dazzling bright blue color. This natural phenomenon occurs due to the interaction of minerals such as aluminum and calcium silicate with the river's waters, which, when reflecting sunlight, create a turquoise hue. The river's surreal beauty is one of the country's most impressive natural wonders. It is undoubtedly a destination that seems straight out of a magical world. In Talkeetna, Alaska, a cat named Stubbs was elected honorary mayor in 1997 as part of a joke, but ended up being a local sensation for 20 years. Although he had no official powers, Stubbs became a beloved figure, attracting tourists from all over. His office was in the town's general store, where he greeted visitors, cementing himself as a local symbol. The real-life guys took their imagination to the next level by building a track with a real loop, Hot Wheels style. What seemed like a simple child's game turned into a spectacular, large-scale project. Have you ever wondered where airplane debris goes? During flight, it's stored in special tanks, and a suction system draws the debris into them. It's not released during the flight. Upon landing, the debris is carefully removed with hoses. A backdraft occurs when hot gases trapped in a closed space suddenly ignite upon contact with oxygen. This can occur, for example, when a door is opened during a fire, causing a sudden explosion. This phenomenon is extremely dangerous and represents one of the greatest threats to firefighters fighting the fire. In Japan, there is a unique museum with sculptures inspired by the famous animated series Tom and Jerry. Japanese artist Taku Inoue designed this gallery, creating sculptures based on the absurd situations Tom experienced while chasing Jerry. Each piece captures the fun and chaos of their iconic chases, artistically depicting the most surreal and hilarious moments from the series. The first untethered spacewalk was an epic moment in the history of space exploration. In 1984, astronaut Bruce McCandless ventured to walk 328 feet in space without any physical connection to his ship. He relied solely on 24 nitrogen jets in his backpack to avoid drifting off into the infinity of space. Theridion grallator, popularly known as the happy face spider, is a species unique to the Oahu Islands in Hawaii. Its distinctive smiley-like pattern on its abdomen not only makes it adorable, but also serves a defensive function. The giant Japanese crab is the world's largest arthropod, with legs that exceed 4 meters in span. Although it is blind, it has exceptional hearing that helps it detect prey and predators. It can live up to a century, making it one of the longest-lived crustaceans. In 2019, Germany witnessed the birth of the world's tallest sandcastle, measuring 57.9 feet tall. Its construction took 3.5 weeks, using 12,125 tons of sand. A team of international sculptors and technicians worked on its detailed design. In Peru, there is a traditional frog-based drink, originally originating from indigenous communities, but which has gained popularity throughout the country for its purported health benefits. Despite being a deeply rooted custom, its preparation has generated controversy, as it negatively affects local frog populations, some of which are endangered. The spirit bear is a unique variant of the black bear, known for its light fur, ranging from white to cream. This rare color is due to recessive genes, although it is not a case of albinism, similar to what happens with redheads. A curious detail is that its paws are completely dark. This fascinating animal inhabits the Canadian forests and has been a cultural symbol since indigenous times. In Japan, there is ice cream that defies logic. It doesn't melt, even in the sun. This is due to a compound called polyphenol, a natural antioxidant that solidifies ice cream. When mixed with ice cream, it makes it heat-resistant, allowing it to stay firm and cold, all while maintaining its delicious flavor. Chant Baori, located in Rajasthan, India, is a stunning stepwell that has captivated visitors for centuries. Built in the 9th century, it is one of the largest and most complex of its kind in the country. What makes it unique is its geometric design, with 3,500 steps descending to the water, creating a fascinating architectural work. The Platinum Ergo Curve is a dual-rail stair lift designed to provide a smooth and comfortable ride on curved staircases. Its ergonomic, adjustable seat ensures maximum comfort and ease of use. This model combines functionality and design, adapting elegantly to different spaces. Introducing the Audio Lollipop, a lollipop that not only tastes delicious, but also transmits music through the jawbone. Thanks to bone conduction, when you bite into it, the vibrations reach your inner ear, allowing you to hear melodies in a unique way. The most curious thing is that only the person who tries it can hear the music, making this lollipop a totally personalized and surprising experience. The Glory Hole, located in the Monticello Dam in California, is an incredible feat of engineering with a diameter of 72 feet and a depth of 328 feet. This gigantic drain can absorb up to 343,000 gallons of water per second, preventing the reservoir from overflowing during heavy rains. It functions as a massive drainage system, but due to its danger, swimming or boating near it is prohibited, a useful marvel, but lethal if you get too close. The Marina Bay Sands in Singapore is the most expensive casino in history, with a construction cost of $5.7 billion. This imposing complex spans over 9.1 million square feet and features more than 2,500 rooms, shops, restaurants, theaters, museums, and, of course, a spectacular casino. At its summit is the famous Infinity Pool, one of the most impressive in the world, offering breathtaking views of the city. In Xi'an, China, stands the world's largest air purifier, with an imposing height of 328 feet. Its innovative greenhouse system, about the size of half a soccer field, absorbs polluted air, heats it with solar energy, and directs it toward the tower. As the air rises, it passes through filters that completely clean it before being released, helping to reduce pollution in the city. The Turkish Angora is a cat breed famous for its long, silky coat and fluffy tail, which gives it an air of elegance. Native to the Ankara region of Turkey, this cat has been prized for its beauty since ancient times. With its refined appearance, it is one of the oldest breeds in the world. The mountain gorilla inhabits the high mountains of Central Africa and is characterized by its thick, long fur, adapted to low temperatures. This species, one of the largest primates, faces serious threats of extinction, which has motivated international efforts for its conservation. Its behavior and social structure make it a fascinating animal. The Eisriesenwelt Cave, located in Werfen, Austria, is the largest ice cave in the world, measuring over 26 miles in length. Its ice formations are renewed every year, creating a unique natural spectacle. Only a small, 0.6-mile section is accessible to tourists, where they can explore a stunning underground landscape. The black swan, native to Australia, stands out for its elegant dark plumage and striking red beak. They are monogamous and remain with their partner for life, demonstrating great fidelity. They build enormous floating nests where the female lays up to 6 eggs. The dugong, a marine mammal close to the manatee, lives in the warm waters of the Indo-Pacific Ocean. Its unique appearance and calm demeanor have earned it the nickname Unicorn of the Sea. This fascinating animal is believed to have been one of the inspirations for mermaid legends. At Deer Cave in Malaysia, thousands of bats put on a fascinating nocturnal display when they emerge at dusk. This phenomenon, known as the Dance of the Bats, shows the creatures spiraling into the sky in search of food. The scene, which resembles a dance in the air, is a natural attraction that captivates those lucky enough to witness it. The Yonaguni Pyramids, located deep in the ocean off Yonaguni Island, Japan, are an archaeological mystery. Discovered in 1986 by a diver, these formations appear to be ancient pyramid-like structures with platforms and staircases. The most famous of these, the Yonaguni Monument, stretches for 492 feet and reaches 82 feet in height. Momcilo Gavrić, the youngest soldier of World War I, was only 8 years old when he joined the Serbian army. After his family was massacred, he was adopted by a regiment and became a messenger and combatant. Despite his age, he demonstrated exceptional bravery and survived the conflict. Joseph Mar's sugar sculptures are so realistic and detailed that many are tempted to lick them. This Australian artist takes art to another level, exploring impermanence and transformation with his sweet creations. Although they are in museums, tasting them is allowed, making them a unique and strange experience. The person with the longest nose ever recorded was Thomas Weathers in the 17th century. His nose measured an impressive 7.5 inches long, an unusual feature by any standard. Although there are no photos, it is believed he had a rather unique appearance. In certain corners of the world, lotion and perfume vending machines can be found, offering an affordable alternative for those who want to smell good without spending money on expensive fragrances. With just a few coins, you can get a dose of your favorite scent and be ready for any occasion, from a date to a business meeting. The beluga sturgeon is the world's largest freshwater fish, with specimens exceeding 16.4 feet in length and weighing over 2,200 pounds. However, overfishing has reduced its average size to about 9.8 feet and 1,430 pounds. It is found in the Black and Caspian sea basins, but is now in danger of extinction. The Batrachopus grandis was a bipedal, crocodile-like reptile identified by fossil footprints in South Korea. It walked only on its hind legs and without dragging its tail, a unique trait among crocodiles. Its existence is based on fossil records, as no complete skeletons have been found. Airbnb has stunningly recreated Winnie the Pooh's iconic house, located in Ashdown Forest, England. Designed by the same illustrator who brought Pooh to life for 3 decades, the cabin perfectly captures the famous bear's home. This exact replica offers fans an immersive and magical experience. The Burj Al Arab in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, is famous for being the tallest hotel on the planet, standing at an impressive 1,053 feet tall. Its unique architecture, designed to mimic the shape of a sail, makes it a global icon. This luxurious hotel houses some of the most exclusive and opulent suites, offering an unparalleled accommodation experience. The 1963 Ferrari 250 GTO is the most expensive car ever sold at auction, reaching a record price of $70 million in 2018. Only 36 units were produced between 1963 and 1965, 1962, and 1964, making it an extremely rare and coveted collector's item. This model, designed by Giotto Bizzarini and Sergio Scaglietti, stands out not only for its aesthetics, but also for its powerful 3.0-liter V12 engine, which made it a high-performance machine in endurance competitions. The buyer was David McNeil, founder of WeatherTech. Marum Lava Lake in Vanuatu is located within the crater of the Marum volcano, one of the most active on Ambrym Island. Reaching this impressive lake requires traversing difficult, steamy terrain, making the journey both dangerous and challenging. This lava lake is one of the few places on the planet where visitors can observe volcanic activity up close in its rawest form. In Singin' in the Rain, the iconic Dance in the Rain scene was filmed with water mixed with milk to make it look better on camera. Gene Kelly, who starred in The Number, had a high fever, but still executed the choreography with unmatched energy. Despite the challenges, the scene became one of the most memorable in classic cinema. Off the coast of France, the small Île aux Marins comes alive every August with a moving reunion. Descendants of former inhabitants return to celebrate their roots and share stories. For one day, the uninhabited island is filled with life, memories, and traditions. Laguna Colorada, in Bolivia, dazzles with its intense reddish hue, caused by microorganisms and pigmented algae. Located on the high plateau, its landscape seems otherworldly. It is home to flamingos that contrast with its vibrant waters. In the movie Interstellar, the waves on Planet Miller reached an impressive 328 feet in height. If something similar were to happen on Earth, it would be a catastrophe of epic proportions. When Lionel Messi broke the record for goals with a single club, Budweiser decided to celebrate in a very original way. They sent 644 personalized beers, one for each goal Messi had scored against a goalkeeper. The goalkeeper, most punished by Argentine star Diego Alves, received no less than 21 bottles. Halden Prison in Norway has earned the title of the most luxurious prison in the world for its humane approach to inmates. Its facilities include comfortable rooms, windows without bars, and recreational activities such as cooking and music workshops. Housing 250 prisoners, its system stands out for its effectiveness, as the recidivism rate in Norway is only 20%, one of the lowest in the world. Bats, which make up 20% of mammalian biodiversity, save the agricultural sector millions annually. They feed on insects, fruits, nectar, and pollen, and play a crucial role in pest control, pollination, and seed dispersal. Furthermore, their droppings act as a natural fertilizer for crops. These small mammals are true allies of agriculture, offering surprising benefits. Forza Horizon has incorporated authentic natural sounds, captured directly to recreate a unique atmosphere in its fictional version of Mexico. These sounds enhance player immersion, providing a more realistic experience. The fusion of virtual landscapes and natural sounds elevates gameplay, transporting players to a more vibrant and life-filled world. The Towers of the Bishopric in Monterrey, Mexico, are the tallest skyscrapers in Mexico and Latin America, reaching an imposing height of 1,001 feet. These buildings stand out not only for their size, but also for housing various facilities within them. Their architecture dominates the city skyline, becoming a symbol of modernity and progress in the region. The stick insect is one of the wonders of natural camouflage, with a long, narrow body that perfectly mimics branches or leaves. Its coloration varies depending on its environment, from brown to green or gray, allowing it to disappear among vegetation. Although some species can fly, others are entirely terrestrial and move slowly, especially at night. Dixiacheng, located in Beijing, is a mysterious underground city built in the 1970s during the Cold War. At a depth of up to 59 feet, it contains 53 miles of tunnels and 900 secret entrances. Its original purpose was to serve as a refuge in case of attack, protecting inhabitants from tensions with the Soviet Union. Today, this subterranean network remains a curious vestige of an era of uncertainty. The Mara Salt Flats, in the sacred valley of the Incas, resemble a gigantic natural mosaic of white, ochre, and brown hues. Their evaporation terraces have been used since pre-Inca times to extract salt from underground springs. From afar, the landscape resembles a shimmering tapestry that changes color in the sunlight. At sunset, the golden reflection on the salt pools creates a unique visual spectacle. Bishop Rock, in the Isles of Scilly, is famous for housing one of the most isolated lighthouses in the world. Built in 1858, It has withstood the fierce storms of the Atlantic for over a century and a half. Its remote location makes it a challenge both for its maintenance and for those who venture to visit. Meet Oliver Castro, a Mexican physics teacher who uses one-piece cartoons to teach complex concepts in a fun way. By combining education and art, he makes his classes more interesting and accessible for his students. In addition to being an engineer by profession, he is also a streamer, creating content that merges his two greatest passions, physics and anime. Erkent Mara from Germany, just 9 years old, has the incredible ability to find differences in complex images in less than 90 seconds. She developed this skill after undergoing therapy that helped her focus on nearby objects. Her ability to quickly identify details is a clear example of how the brain can adapt and overcome challenges. The white bellbird, or Procnius albus, is recognized as the loudest bird in the world. Its call, used to attract females, reaches 125 decibels, a noise level louder than that of a running airplane engine. Waiahuakua Cave, located on the island of Kauai in Hawaii, is the second largest sea cave in the world, measuring 1,150 feet in length. Its formation began when a fissure in volcanic rock created the initial opening. The most fascinating thing about this cave is that it has two separate entrances, and inside, impressive waterfalls cascade from the ceiling, creating a unique natural spectacle. The Yubari king melon, grown in Japan, is considered one of the most expensive foods in the world, reaching prices of up to $20,000 at auction. This hybrid melon, created by merging two cantaloupe varieties in 1961, is grown exclusively on the island of Hokkaido. Its high cost is due to its scarcity, as only about 200 are produced per year, and its meticulous cultivation process, which includes mathematical irrigation systems and greenhouse conservation. Chichicastenango, in the mountains of Guatemala, is a place full of life and tradition that fascinates travelers. Its market, one of the most vibrant in Central America, offers a mix of colors, aromas, and sounds, with vendors selling native products, from fresh food to handicrafts. Haggling and interacting with the locals create a unique atmosphere, rich in indigenous culture. The Durbai Labyrinth in Belgium holds the title of being the largest labyrinth in the world, spanning over 64,500 square feet. It is made up of more than 11,000 cypress bushes that create complex, tangled passageways. Visitors can enjoy the thrill of getting lost for hours while trying to find their way out. Eye discharge forms when tears, dust, and dead skin cells mix and dry overnight. This natural process is our eyes' way of protecting and lubricating themselves while we rest. Upon awakening, these secretions accumulate mainly in the corners of the eyes. The Yeti crab, discovered in 2006 near Easter Island, is a mysterious deep-sea creature. It lives more than 984 feet underwater and, as it doesn't require vision, is completely blind. Its body is covered in silky filaments that give it a hairy appearance. The blue-ringed octopus, despite its tiny size, is one of the deadliest animals in the ocean. Its venom contains maculotoxin, a substance capable of paralyzing a person in minutes. Although it appears harmless, a single dose can be fatal to up to 26 people. Pufferfish can inflate themselves by swallowing water or air when they feel threatened. Their skeleton is made up of fragile bones that allow them to expand without breaking. This defense mechanism makes them appear larger and harder to devour. Its flexibility is key to its survival in the ocean. The world's smallest advertisement was created by ASML, a technology company from the Netherlands. At just 0.01 inches in size, it is smaller than a human hair. Using lithography techniques similar to those used in microchips, the message, "To become very small, think big," was engraved on a tiny electronic board. The green hummingbird flower is a fascinating plant, famous for its vibrant emerald green color. It grows in natural habitats where hummingbirds, attracted by its sweet nectar, feed on it. Its exceptional shape and color make it almost invisible in its surroundings, making it a true gem for nature lovers. Dragonflies are incredible hunters, capable of catching up to 95% of their prey while in flight. Their 360-degree vision and ability to move in all directions allow them to capture their targets with astonishing precision. Baklava is a delicious dessert originating in Turkey, composed of layers of crispy phyllo pastry filled with walnuts or pistachios and tossed in a sweet sugar or honey syrup. This delicacy is characterized by its crunchy texture and sweet flavor, making it a must-have for celebrations and special events in Turkish culture. The Kunming stone forest in China looks like something out of a fantasy world. Its gigantic limestone formations, sculpted by erosion over millions of years, create the illusion of a petrified forest. This surreal landscape has inspired local legends and attracts thousands of visitors. Legendary makeup artist Stuart Freeborn was responsible for creating the face of Yoda, one of the most iconic Star Wars characters. Interestingly, he drew inspiration from his own facial features to bring the wise Jedi Master to life. Freeborn was also responsible for the creation of Chewbacca. This historic photograph of the iceberg that sank the Titanic was taken the morning after the disaster. The image was captured by the captain of the SMS Prince Albert, offering a visual testament to the tragedy that marked a turning point in the history of navigation. The photo captures the magnitude of the event, showing the iceberg that forever changed maritime safety. The Beipanjiang Bridge, the highest in the world, is located in China, standing 1,854 feet above the Beipan River. Its towers reach 797 feet in height, and the distance between their bases spans 2,362 feet. This imposing structure is an outstanding example of engineering. In a surprising discovery, scientists found a diamond inside another diamond, with the internal structure moving freely within the larger gem. This unique find was made in a Siberian mine, and the gem was named the Matryoshka diamond, in honor of the traditional Russian dolls. Mangosteen, a tropical fruit native to Southeast Asia, was banned in the United States for many years due to concerns about agricultural pests. However, the ban was lifted in 2007, and mangosteen can now be found in select U.S. markets. The cantharid fly, or Spanish fly, is a shiny, metallic green insect measuring about 0.75 inches long and 0.2 to 0.3 inches wide. Although it was once used medicinally in ancient times to treat skin conditions, its venom can be fatal if consumed. This insect was valued for its properties, but its toxicity makes it a dangerous creature. Goats' pupils are horizontal, allowing them to have a wide field of vision and easily detect potential predators. Thanks to this shape, they can see almost 360 degrees, which is an evolutionary adaptation for their survival. This characteristic is common among herbivores, who need to be alert to their surroundings to protect themselves. In 1999, Cartoon Network launched a parody of the Blair Witch called The Scooby-Doo Project. This Halloween special aired on October 31st during the Scooby-Doo Where Are You? Marathon. The project was produced by Hanna-Barbera Cartoons and combined animated scenes with live action. Lujia Zhui, Shanghai, has grown from a quiet area to a vibrant financial center in just a few decades. This district, famous for its impressive futuristic skyline, is home to some of the tallest and most modern skyscrapers in the world, such as the Shanghai Tower. Since the 1990s, with economic development policies, Lujia Zhui has become a magnet for foreign investment. Today, It is one of the city's main commercial and tourist destinations, standing out for its avant-garde architecture. Aogashima is a volcanic island in Japan located in the Izu archipelago, about 222 miles south of Tokyo. Inside, there's a small village of around 200 inhabitants living in the crater of an active volcano. Despite the risk involved, the residents choose to stay in their homeland, confident that the volcano, although active, hasn't erupted in over 300 years. However, the constant steam it emits continues to alert authorities, who consider it a latent threat. Have you ever wondered why horses don't kick humans with their hind legs? The answer lies in their heightened vision. Horses perceive humans as larger creatures and instinctively feel respect for them. This intimidates them to such an extent that they tend to obey, as happens in equestrian sports like polo. Tom Cruise wears 2 false teeth due to a rare accident. While playing with his children, Isabella and Connor, one of them accidentally kicked him, and the heel of his shoe landed directly on his mouth. As a result, he lost 2 front teeth, but the dentures he's used ever since are so well made that they're almost invisible. Pac-Man, the 1980 classic, has generated an impressive fortune, surpassing $25 billion in earnings. With millions of copies sold, the game has been released on platforms such as the Nintendo DS, PlayStation, Xbox, and computers. But its success goes beyond sales. Pac-Man has become a cultural phenomenon, leaving an indelible mark on the history of video games. Seals, like humans, navigate the sea using the stars. Scientists trained 2 seals to swim toward specific polar stars and discovered they could identify and use them as a guide. This skill allows them to search for food at night without getting lost in the vast ocean. Sea urchins have a surprising internal structure, 5 teeth arranged in a circle. These teeth not only allow them to cling to surfaces but also to scrape algae off rocks, which is their main food source. In addition, they are protected by an outer layer that helps resist constant wear and tear. Victoria Falls, located in Africa, are taller than Niagara Falls. At over 328 feet high, they are impressive in their vertical drop, while Niagara Falls, although wider, stands at only 167 feet tall. Victoria Falls stretches over 5,577 feet, creating a truly breathtaking spectacle. Did you know that the gaur, or Indian bison, is the largest wild bovine in the world? This impressive herbivorous mammal lives in the jungles and forests of India and other parts of Southeast Asia. Males can reach up to 10 feet in length and weigh over 2,200 pounds. A giant of nature that leaves everyone impressed with its size. The Tata Nano, introduced in 2009 in India, was famous for being the world's cheapest car, with a starting price of just $2,000. Designed to be an affordable transportation option for millions of people, the small vehicle garnered global attention. However, due to safety concerns and market difficulties, its production was halted in 2018. Despite its short life, the Tata Nano remains a milestone in the automotive industry. In 2016, Norway knighted a penguin, and it's no joke. Sir Niels Olav II received his honorary title after inspecting 50 soldiers of the Royal Guard. This unusual appointment was approved by King Harold V and made the distinguished penguin the first animal to achieve that rank in the Norwegian army. Now, he resides at Edinburgh Zoo as a true celebrity. If you think pillow fights are only for kids, think again. There's the PFC, which stands for Pillow Fighting Championship, a professional league where fighters use pillows as their only weapon. With clear rules, this sport combines strategy, agility, and reflexes to avoid their opponent's blows. Although it may seem like a game, the fights can be intense and require great skill. Gladys Ingle not only defied gravity, but she did it with style. As a member of the legendary aerobatic team, the 13 Black Cats, she walked on the wings of airplanes in mid-flight without any restraints. Her bravery and precision made her an early aviation legend, proving that human limits can be pushed to the extreme. Bartosz Auski is a Polish pilot who proves that passion knows no bounds. After losing both arms in a 2006 accident, he refused to give up his love for motorsports. He learned to drive using only his feet, perfecting his technique until he became a professional competitor. Today, he is a master of drifting, one of the most challenging disciplines in motorsports. And that's all for you, awesome people. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Zarpado so you never miss out on awesome content.